Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. For nearly 2 decades, Vicki Gunvalson has been the name synonymous with the Real Housewives franchise. Known as the OG of the OC, she is the woman who helped launch Bravo's wildly popular Real Housewives of Orange County in 2006, forever cementing her legacy in reality television. Vicki's boisterous laugh, larger-than-life personality, and her signature tagline, "Whoop it up," became iconic among fans. But today, the shocking news surrounding Vicki has left both her supporters and fellow housewives reeling in disbelief. It is a moment no one saw coming, one that is as heartbreaking as it is deeply human. This story is not just about fame, money, and drama. It is about vulnerability, the fragility of life, and how even reality TV's strongest personalities can find themselves facing their darkest hour. The news breaks. Early this morning, social media platforms lit up with headlines. Shocking update. Vicki Gunvalson hospitalized after sudden health crisis. The word spread like wildfire. Fans scrolled their phones in disbelief, unsure if it was real or some exaggerated tabloid stunt. But as confirmations came in from credible sources close to the Gunvalson family, it became painfully clear. Vicki was indeed in the hospital after suffering an unexpected medical emergency. Those closest to her described the scene as sudden and terrifying. What was supposed to be a routine evening at home quickly turned into a fight for survival. One insider revealed, "It happened so fast. Vicki was laughing, talking, and just being herself one moment. The next, everything changed. Everyone is in shock. This is not something you prepare for." The woman behind the reality star. To truly understand why today's news is so devastating, one must remember the woman behind the television persona. Vicki Gunvalson has always been more than just a housewife. A businesswoman, mother, and grandmother. She built her own insurance empire while raising 2 children, Brianna and Michael, often juggling her work and personal life under the unrelenting eye of the Bravo cameras. She has weathered public breakups, controversies, and years of criticism, but she has always emerged as a fighter. That strength made fans believe she was almost indestructible. Seeing her vulnerable now feels like watching the unshakable foundation of Real Housewives crack for the very first time. Reaction from the Real Housewives family. The moment the news broke, messages of love began pouring in from housewives across every franchise. Despite the rivalries, the shade, and the infamous on-screen battles, the housewives are a family. And today, that family is united in fear and support. Tamra Judge, Vicki's longtime friend and occasional enemy, was among the first to post. She shared a throwback photo of the two of them laughing during filming with the caption, "My sister, my ride or die. I'm praying so hard for you, Vic. Please fight like you always do. We need you." Shannon Beater, who shared both ups and downs with Vicki, wrote on Instagram stories, "Sending all my love and strength. Vicki is one of the strongest women I've ever known. We're all rallying around her." Even housewives from other cities, Lisa Rinna, Teresa Giudice, Kyle Richards, voiced their shock. Andy Cohen, the executive producer and host of Watch What Happens Live, tweeted simply, "Vicki is the OG. She's strong, she's loved, and we're all pulling for her." Fans in mourning and fear. The Housewives fandom is unlike any other. Over the years, fans have grown attached to Vicki's quirks, her fiery temper, and her moments of raw honesty. For them, today's shocking news feels deeply personal. Across Twitter, hashtags like #PrayForVicki and #OJOTheOC began trending within hours. One fan wrote, "I grew up watching Vicki. She's like family in my living room. I can't even process this news." Another shared, "No matter what drama happened, Vicki has always been the heart of RHOC. I hope she pulls through. Housewives wouldn't be the same without her." What happened? While details remain limited, Sources indicate that Vicki's hospitalization was related to a sudden cardiovascular issue. Though unconfirmed, some close to her believe the stress of recent months may have played a role. Vicki, who has always lived life at full speed, has been juggling multiple business projects, traveling, and maintaining a busy social life. Her fierce determination has sometimes come at the expense of her health, a reality she herself admitted during her Housewives tenure. Back in season 10, Vicki memorably declared, "I don't have time to be sick. I'm too busy working." But today's shocking news is a painful reminder that even the strongest work ethic cannot prevent life's unforeseen challenges. A family united. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part of this story is the reaction of her children. Brianna, who has always been Vicki's rock and voice of reason, was seen arriving at the hospital alongside her husband. An eyewitness described the scene. She looked devastated, but also determined. You could tell she was ready to be strong for her mom. This family has been through a lot, and Brianna has always been the glue. Michael, who often avoided the Bravo spotlight, also rushed to be at his mother's side. Their presence, alongside Vicki's grandchildren, underscores the deep family bonds that often got lost amid reality TV drama. Looking back, a legacy that changed television. As the world waits for updates, many fans and media outlets are revisiting Vicki's legacy. Without her, there would likely be no Housewives as we know them today. When Bravo first filmed Real Housewives of Orange County, it was a gamble. But Vicki's willingness to open her life to the cameras, her successes, her failures, her family, made the show a hit. Her iconic one-liners, her fierce loyalty, and even her messy relationships became the backbone of the franchise. She wasn't just another cast member, she was the template for what a housewife could be. Every housewife since, whether in Beverly Hills, Atlanta, or Salt Lake City, owes a piece of their platform to Vicki. That's why today's shocking news feels monumental. It's not just about one woman's health crisis. It's about the cornerstone of a cultural phenomenon facing an uncertain future. The emotional roller coaster. For those who have followed Vicki's life, this latest chapter feels almost surreal. This is the woman who survived messy divorces, tumultuous relationships, public scandals, and endless feuds. She has always bounced back stronger. And yet, today's news highlights the reality that no one is invincible. Even the loudest laugh, the strongest personality, the biggest fighter can find themselves vulnerable in an instant. The emotional roller coaster for fans and loved ones is undeniable. Hope, fear, sadness, disbelief, all of it blends together as the world collectively waits for more news. What happens next? Doctors are reportedly monitoring Vicki closely, and though no official statement has been released, insiders are cautiously optimistic. They stress that recovery will take time and the road ahead may be challenging. Whether Vicki returns to the spotlight or chooses to step away permanently remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, her health and her family come first. For now, fans are clinging to hope. Hope that the OG of the OC, the woman who taught everyone to whoop it up, will rise once again. Closing thoughts. Today's shocking news of Vicki Gunvalson has rocked the Real Housewives world to its core. It is a stark reminder that behind the glitz, glamour, and drama are real people facing real struggles. Vicki has always been a fighter, a survivor, and a force of nature. And while today has left many shaken, there is a sense of unity and love surrounding her like never before. Perhaps, in a strange way, this moment shows the very heart of what made Real Housewives so compelling in the first place: authenticity. Reality television may exaggerate drama, but the emotions, the fears, and the love are real.